In my last video, I talked about why I'm opening up about my mental health journey. Today, I'm going to share what depression actually looked like for me, because a lot of people are genuinely surprised when they hear that I've been battling it. I know I come across as a happy person, put together, someone that's positive, capable, and strong. But what I've learned is that when high-functioning women finally hit the wall, it's not this dramatic movie-style collapse. It's quiet, it's internal, and it really feels like a system failure. And that's exactly what my breakdown felt like. For me, depression didn't show up as staying in bed all day. It came disguised as exhaustion. The kind that sinks into your bones after carrying the weight of the world for too long. You see, I've always been the team player, not just at work, but in life. The one that keeps everything moving forward, the dependable one, the fixer, the person who turn to when something needs to get done or when things get messy. The one with the kid gloves, trusted to handle the tough situations with calm and grace. And when you're that person long enough, people really forget that you're human. And honestly, I forgot I was human. So depression for me looked like constantly trying to make life easier for everyone else because they were struggling, and believing that I had to be the strong one. It looked like overworking, overfunctioning, overcaring until I really went numb inside. It looked like telling myself that I should be stronger because other people had it worse. It looked like coming home completely drained after going all day without eating because the thought of food made me sick. And then sitting at dinner with my girls and throwing up after 2 bites. That's a moment that still breaks my heart. It looked like being high functioning in public, but falling apart in private. Snapping at the kids just for being kids, then drowning in guilt. Collapsing into tears, really out of nowhere. Feeling overwhelmed by the tiniest of things. It looked like lying in bed, exhausted, but unable to sleep because my mind refused to slow down. It looked like text messages piling up because I didn't have the energy to respond, and sometimes because I just wanted to disappear for a little while. Not forever, not dramatically, just long enough to stop existing in everyone's expectations. It looked like convincing myself I wasn't allowed to burden everyone, that this was my cross to bear and carry alone. Some mornings it looked like sitting in my car before starting the day, crying, genuinely unsure how I was going to make it through the day. One of the hardest truths was hearing my husband admit that he had been scared too. Not because he thought I would hurt myself, but because he could see how depleted I was. He watched me leave the house on fumes and come home even emptier, and he didn't know how to reach me. Hearing him say that out loud made me realize just how far I'd slipped away from myself. Depression for me wasn't loud, it wasn't obvious, it wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, relentless, and heavy in ways that you can't see. It didn't take everything all at once. It chipped away piece by piece while I kept trying to be strong for everyone else. For the first time, I'm giving myself permission to acknowledge what this truly felt like. And the things that helped weren't big or complicated. They were people checking in, even when I didn't know what to say. People sitting with me quietly without trying to fix anything. Being reminded that I didn't have to carry everything alone. And starting therapy to finally have a space to be honest. Sometimes it was just having someone notice that I wasn't myself and love me anyway. This is my story.